Amber Farrell grew up watching her father dig ditches as a master plumber for 40 years. That upbringing gave her something most marketers don't have: a genuine respect for blue-collar business owners and a frustration watching them get sold marketing they didn't really need and really couldn't measure. So she built Far Beyond Marketing, an agency that helps trades and home service businesses cut the waste and actually grow. Today, she's breaking down exactly where small businesses should spend their marketing dollars, what they should stop paying for immediately, how to protect yourself from dealing with agencies, and why getting your message right matters more than any other ad campaign you'll ever run. I'm Ryan Atkinson, and you're listening to the Fluff podcast, where we interview entrepreneurs to hear their advice on how you can start a business too. So with that, I am so excited to welcome Amber to the show today. Amber, thank you so much for being here. So excited to have you on.
Hey, Ryan, thrilled to be here. How's it going?
It is going good. I'm so excited to talk about all things marketing with you. And I know our audience loves talking about marketing. So before we do that, let's dive in at a high level. What do you do? What does Far Beyond Marketing do?
So Far Beyond Marketing exists to do just that, to be far beyond traditional marketing. We want to empower business owners without the huff, the fluff, and the crap that a lot of them get sold. So we do marketing consultation. We have a marketing membership for business owners who cannot afford a marketing agency. And then, of course, we have the standard deliverables of an agency, but we would much rather educate and empower busy entrepreneurs to do and control their own marketing and business growth.
So good. And I'm excited to talk about setting up small businesses for success when it comes to marketing. Before we do that, I want to hear your intro or origin story. What made you decide against video marketing? Did you come out of the womb and be oh, I'm going to be a marketing agency? How did you get into it?
No, not at all. I fell into it from the school of hard knocks, right? You already mentioned that my dad was a plumber. My mom had 3 business degrees. My dad has a master plumbing license and works with the state of Texas a lot for the State Board of Plumbing Examiners. I grew up wanting to sing opera. So I was all into music competitions until I realized that as a lovely soprano, I wasn't going to get paid crap. So in typical fashion, went to school for a performing arts degree that wasn't going to pay me, and then decided, hey, it made more sense to have a steady paycheck, and worked in the family business. I ran a call center. I wrote scripts. I did dispatching. And then one day my mom brought me all the yellow pages, because that's how old I am, and said, you're going to manage our marketing from now on. And I went, I guess I better figure out what's working and what's not working. So from the school of hard knocks was born my passion for creativity and analytics, and ultimately ended up creating my own marketing agency in 2013, which was a lead generation business where I had business owners in 3 states that needed lead generation through print marketing. Sold that to private equity in 2018.
Heck yeah.
Played in private equity, learned how to do enterprise level marketing for national brands, and then decided that I wanted to help entrepreneurs because they are the backbone of our American economy. And then realized that entrepreneurs did not have the skills that they needed to win. They did not get into business to be marketing experts. They did not know what experts to trust or what platforms to buy. And so my team and I created the YG3 platform, which is basically the first kind of marketing that allows all of your marketing needs to be put online and completely automated and managed by AI.
So cool. And just not any entrepreneurs. I mean, you're focused on blue collar, home services. Why did you decide on that niche in particular? And then we're going to dive into all things marketing.
Well, because those are my people. I mean, nobody works harder than someone that spends their day digging ditches and sweating and doing all the jobs that most people don't want to do. And we also have a massive shortage of construction workers and the skilled trades in Texas and in the United States. So if we can help blue collars do their job better, then we're not only supporting business owners, we're supporting whole communities. And again, those are my people. My dad's a plumber. My brothers are plumbers. I understand that business.
Okay, let's get into it then. So let's just say someone's listening right now and they're okay, I'm launching a business, or I'm just at the very early stages. I don't have a huge marketing budget, Amber, but I need to get a few clients. What's the first step that they should take to get their first 10 clients of all the expertise that you know now?
Okay, so the first 2 things that they need to do is of equal importance, Ryan. So number 1, you need to think about your elevator pitch. You need to think about the unique selling position that your company or your services are going to offer. So get online, download Claude, and tell it this: I want to story brand my business. My business specializes in X, and I want you to follow the Donald Miller principle of story branding my business. I'm one of only a few hundred people certified in the world. as a Donna Miller story brand coach. And the most overlooked aspect of someone starting their business is learning how to talk about their business in a way that people will listen. Tip number one.
What's the importance of that? Is that like, so everything marketing like comes back like to that, or talk to us a little bit more about like the importance of it? Just so someone's like, I don't really want to do that. I know kind of what to say, but sometimes people really don't know what to say. So tell us the importance of that.
Yeah. So picture yourself in a networking event, because tip number two is you're going to go shake hands and kiss babies. You're not going to have typically a lot of money to spend on marketing when you're first starting a business. So guess where you start? Your personal network. So you're talking to people at school, at work, at church, your friends of your spouses, the people you go hang out with happy hour. If you can't accurately describe what your business or product is or does, you've already lost them. So number one, learn how to talk about your business. Number two, use your network to grow your business and commit to 30 coffees in 30 days. Hey, this is what I'm doing now. Can I just have 30 minutes of your time? You go through a very casual meeting, and then here's the kicker. Who do you know that would benefit from the product or service that I'm offering? No one wants to be sold to, but everybody wants to help someone that they know, like, and trust. So step number one, you have to know how to effectively and compellingly talk about your business, because people have to hear about your business at least 11 times before they take a single action. Tip number two, when you're talking to someone about your business, don't sell them. Ask them who would benefit from the product or service that you offer.
Okay, let's just say you do get those first two clients. You now have $1,000 a month to like spend on marketing. Where are you putting those dollars? Is it going to ads? Is it going to SEO? You got $1,000 a month, Amber. What are you doing to get some more clients?
First thing you need to do is, again, spin up your website. Make sure you have a digital footprint. Get yourself a Google My Business profile, because, again, if you're going to rank online and you're going to be a legitimate business, then you need to have a digital presence. You don't have to have a massive website. You don't have to have a fancy website. You need to have an SEO optimized, accurate website linked to a Google business profile. So that's where you put that first $1,000, Ryan.
What are some of the best like tools for developing a website right now? Are you saying, hey, go to Squarespace, develop it on like Claude Code? For something that's like not technical, what are like some of the best resources to get started for actual websites?
The best way for you to start with an actual website, I like Claude. I like Claude Code. I think you can accomplish so much by just telling it what you want it to do. Again, when you're telling it what to do, tell it to story brand it, because yes, there is a formula for doing your website correctly and optimizing it for conversion. That's another good tip. Optimize my website build for conversion, number one. And then what you do is you take that completed HTML code and you find someone that can build it out for you if you're not savvy to do it yourself. So spend that $1,000, build it yourself, get it the way you want it, and then just pay someone a nominal fee to get it live. I'm not a Squarespace fan. That's just my personal opinion. I still believe that WordPress is the ultimate platform for integrations. Or you could do something like a Go High Level, where you're putting your website on an actual CRM and tying all of your funnels, your social media, and stuff like that together.
Are you ready to launch, grow, and scale a business? Inside the Upflip Academy, you'll get a complete roadmap to shortcut your success with 25 plus step-by-step programs taught by active business owners, not gurus, who share their step-by-step blueprints, plus ongoing live workshops, skills training, a business idea database, and community to share resources and celebrate your wins. Click the link in the description below to join the Upflip Academy today and start surrounding yourself with the people and tools that can change everything for your business.
I'll talk about optimized for conversion. What does like that look like at like a high level? Because I just feel like I see like so many like websites out there, and like some of them I'm like, oh wow, that looks like super good. But it's like, oh, like where's like book a call? Like how do I actually like talk to somebody? So it is like a balance of like design, but like actually like, getting someone to do something. So what are some of the foundations you have for like actually optimizing for conversion?
Yeah, the bottom line is you have 2.5 seconds or less to get someone's attention when they bounce on your website or they're gone. So the hero section of your website needs to say what's in it for them immediately. What do you do? What's in it for them? First thing they need to see. And then, like you just said, call to action, call to action, call to action. Do they need to call you? Do they need to book an appointment? Do they need to fill out a form? What is it? Upper right-hand corner, middle, underneath the hero section, and then follow you down the line as you scroll. And then, of course, story branding, what's in it for them, oversee the objections, overcome the objections, and then so on and so forth from there. Don't give a lot of fluff. Don't give a lot of junk. What's in it for them? Tell them how to do business with you.
And what I love about your website is when I was on here, like in the top right corner, it has build my growth engine. It'll like shake and like grab your attention. Have you like seen like results from that or like anything from there? I think it looks so good. So I'd encourage people to go on the farbeyondmarketing.com. But yeah, tell us about like the button there.
Yeah, I mean, you want it to be interactive, right? I mean, you're all about visual and your company as well. Like video sells. People don't want to read a lot. So you need to make it interactive. You need to make it compelling. You need to help people to draw the eye where you want it to go.
Okay, so we optimize for conversions. We got like the story brand down. We got a website up. A piece that stood out to me that you said was the local SEO. Foundational base here, like what are some of the best practices that go into like local SEO to like actually stand out in a market?
So number one, make sure all of your other stuff is connected to your website. You would not believe how many times we do a search engine optimization audit and people have multiple addresses, multiple phone numbers, multiple company names.
Wow.
Yeah, across the Google Business profile, a social media profile, a website, and then maybe a Yelp directory because they're trying to figure out their marketing as they're going to launch, right? No, figure it out and be consistent. Because if you have inconsistent address, phone number, names across online, you're going to get dinged for that. So number one, keep your information consistent. Number two, connect your Google Business profile, connect your social media, connect your website all together. Yes, there are widgets for this. Yes, there are pixels for this because you're not going to get the 33 different factors that Google looks at for optimized SEO unless everything is connected together. And then lastly, when your website is being built, ask the person that's building it, are you going to do my H1 and H2 titles? Are you going to use local search engine optimization keywords? How are you going to make sure that I'm findable in my markets?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people can use like Claude codes because I'm thinking of like someone that's like a blue collar like person of like what I know is like they might not even know what an H1 or H2 is. So like how do they even like know what questions to ask? Should they just like go to Claude code and be like, hey, I'm hiring someone for SEO. What questions should I ask? Or like any best practices there for you?
Yeah, I mean, I tell Claude what to pretend to be. So when we're doing with Claude or Gemini or anything else, I say, hey, you are a local SEO
That's great.
expert. Pretending to be, or as a local SEO expert, I want you to optimize the HTML code for my website. My website does blah, 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 blah. So you tell it what you want it to be.
Nice. That's great. Okay. So we did 30 coffee dates in 30 days. We have like our website up now. We got some like local SEO running. What do you do next for marketing? Is it ads? Is it something else? Is it yard signs? Like what are some of your best practices? Again, I'm trying to like grow this from like really like step zero to like website. Now what do we do? How do I continue to like pour money on the engine here?
So this is the intersection where it really does depend on your business goals and your business industry. So if you are a retail or an e-commerce store, you're going to look completely different on your next steps than if you are a blue collar worker or even a professional service providers. I mean, in our agency, we work with churches, we work with daycares, we work with blue collar, we work with attorneys. The strategy has to be different based upon the business goals. So the first thing you do is you ask yourself, who's paying for my services now? What's driving the most revenue to my business? Who's that unique customer? How do I go get more of them? So for a blue collar, if you're actually making money by going to people's homes, then maybe you're ready to optimize on some localized ads, or maybe you're ready to optimize on some hyperlocal branding within your chamber of commerce. You have to figure out where that ideal client lies. If you're an e-commerce provider, then it isn't going to do you any good to really advertise your services in your own backyard. I mean, you can start there, but you're going to want to have more of a embedded imprint online so that people are finding you. So maybe you invest in retargeting ads. So again, think about who that unique customer is. Where do they live? What are their buying habits? And how do you go and position yourselves at the top of the sales funnel? Because people don't even know that they want to buy from you until they know that they have a problem that you can solve. So number one, they have to be problem aware. Number two, they have to be solution aware. And then number three, they have to be you aware or brand aware. So you got to meet that unique customer where they're at.
How do you identify the people that are problem aware, more like intent-based marketing? Is there a way to do that? And let's only stick to like blue collar, like home services types of work.
So for home services, someone only uses a plumber every couple of years. Someone uses an electrician every like 4 years, right? So you're going to want to lead with the problem that you offer. So, hey, do you have a light bulb that's flickering, or do you have a sink that's dripping? Then here's how you fix it. Maybe you go online and you're doing a 1-minute video on Facebook or Instagram to talk about what the problems are that people are experiencing. And then you're tagging local companies, your name, your chamber of commerce, your city in your post. So you're going to talk about the problems that you solve that people are experiencing so that when they come across you, they go, oh my gosh, they see me. They don't even know I exist, but they see me. So you always lead with the problem that you solve, regardless of the platform, whether that's social media, whether that's a paid ad, a television commercial, a radio ad, you're always going to lead with the problem.
We've talked a lot about like ads, local SEO, like website and stuff. I'm just curious that like all the clients you've worked with, what's been like the best, like the highest ROI activity that someone like does?
It will always be word of mouth. No matter
Okay.
what, no matter what marketing you invest in, word of mouth, your reputation, your brand awareness, your clarity, all of it's going to come down to localized reputation, which is why you had to put so much emphasis on your reviews and making sure that you're creating that buzz around your brand from day one. Word of mouth, word of mouth, word of mouth.
Well, let's talk about the reviews because that is like so important when it comes to like marketing and like local SEO. I know getting clients, just like that social proof is like so important. What's the playbook for reviews? You just simply ask, is it really that easy, or like how do you get like good reviews?
In the beginning, you need to have some kind of easy methodology for people to give you a review. And it's okay for you to ask friends and family, hey, can you give me a review? There's nothing wrong with that. So get your Google business profile set up. There's going to be a button that says share. Go to Claude, get a QR code set up that people can scan with their phone and say, hey, can you leave me a review? Then, as you're getting busier and your company is scaling, you can put tools or automations in place so that at the end of every service call, they're automatically getting a text message or an email saying, leave me a review. And that's linked to your Google business profile, which we've already covered, is also linked to your website. So you're golden. But in the beginning, get that link, get that QR code, ask people to scan it. It is that simple.
Yeah, it is like truly like the hack. I feel like when it comes to marketing, we've heard it so much on this podcast. Like you need customer reviews, and there's so many like great tools out there. And I absolutely like love the word of mouth play. But obviously, at some point, like you do have to get out of word of mouth and like actually use like digital experiences to reach your clients. I presume at some point.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because you're only one person, right? And so the brand awareness is what we call the wind in the sails of the rest of your marketing. If you have a healthy, sexy brand that people really love, kids are going to point out the truck on the side of the road. Look at that cool brand, mom. Roto-Rooter, Gorilla Plumbing. Some of the most powerful brands, it's because they're catchy. So branding is what drives awareness, which drives people to your business. So you do have to invest in branding. You do have to invest in ads. You do have to get out there digitally. It's the world we live in. You're not going to live underneath a rock. Good luck.
Yeah, I should ask this earlier, but like, give me like the 3 foundational principles that goes into like a good brand. Is it having like penguin plumbing, or like having alliteration, or like what's like, give me like 3 things that like make a good, strong brand.
So you have to begin with the end in mind. You have to make sure that your brand aligns with the people that you're wanting to serve. And this is why brands go through reiterations from time to time, because you don't always know that when you get started. So make sure it's clean, make sure that it's catchy, make sure that it's memorable. Those 3 things alone are what are going to build a good brand. You can debate what is a good brand all day long. The brands that you like may not be the brands that I like, but they should be the brands that you can maintain as a business owner operator.
Let's dive in to ads a little bit more, because I'm honestly interested in this as well. We're going to start running some ads for like spacebar visuals and whatnot. And like, I don't know if I should do like LinkedIn, Google, Meta. I don't really know, but we're going to stick to like home services here. What's like a good ad budget to get started with? And like, what are some like creatives they should be using early on to just get 0 to 1 in ads?
So again, this is going to vary greatly based upon the number of people they're trying to reach and where people are hanging out. I tell my clients all the time, if your clients are people that are baby boomers, don't put an ad on TikTok. They don't care.
Yeah.
Right? If your clients are new homeowners that just bought their first house and they can afford your services, because most people spend the most money in their houses in the first year that they own it, then maybe you want to think about Instagram and Facebook. Maybe you want to think about some of the more video-esque ads. Your budget is determined around who that ideal client profile is, where they are, and how many you want to target. The same thing doesn't work for everybody. A YouTube ad is really great depending on the demographic versus a Meta ad or a LinkedIn ad. So again, for a blue collar, you're going to want to go where the homeowners are. So put your money there.
I like that. Is there a good test budget to start with though? Should they do like $500 a month, $1,000 a month? Obviously that probably varies on platform there, but like what's like a good budget to actually like test it? Like maybe like give us a dollar range like per day.
You really can't do a dollar range per day because you don't know how many people you're going to reach within a certain geographic area when it comes to a blue collar type of thing. So if you're looking at doing one zip code, look at the saturation number of homes. This is where more AI becomes your friend, right? So if you have one truck on the road and you can only serve 10 clients a day, then you need to reverse engineer the math and go, okay, if I'm going to serve this number of clients and I want to go in these zip codes, I need to know how many homes are serviceable in this zip code. And then you weed it out and weed it out and weed it out until you can cross-reference that with a sustainable budget. Because consistency is key. Don't think you're going to run ads for 30 days and see a lift. You're not. You have to run ads for a minimum of 90 days before you ever see it. And that's why I'd really rather take my established audience and retarget them and then do a lookalike model than go after a virgin audience that you're going to have to build brand awareness and problem awareness with. Take the group of people in your database, have it reverse append, build a lookalike audience, and then go from there.
Tell us the difference between going after like a net new audience and like a retargeting audience. Tell us a little bit more about that, because I don't think people actually know that you can do this, and it is like truly like a hack. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, retargeted audience is someone that you can track who's come to your website. So pretty much any website that you're going to have analytics tied to, you should be able to get a pixel that says, hey, I'm going to track everybody that comes to my website. By the way, this is a legal thing. Make sure you have a cookies and a privacy policy on your website. This is a federally mandated thing, and it varies state to state. If you don't have that, you're in potential violation of $5,000 per issue. Little soapbox there. Get a privacy policy in your website immediately. I can give you a link for someone that I love that does this. They're a bunch of attorneys. But you're going to do a retargeting pixel on your website, and then you're going to put that retargeting pixel into your paid ads. And then you're going to give the people that have come to your website or visited you on your social media the ads, not other people. Only those people.
Does that like help lower your like cost per click or like cost per mile? Does it like, how does it like actually benefit? Like I definitely get it, but like metrics wise, like what are we seeing like a difference on metrics there as well then?
Sometimes you're actually going to spend a little bit more for a retargeted because you're being more narrow. And sometimes you can be penalized on Meta or Google for having a more narrow audience, but you're going to get fewer leads. They're going to be higher quality leads. So it's not necessarily a less expensive way of doing it. It is a more targeted way of doing it. And so you are able to control the parameters of the people that you are reaching out to more effectively than if you were just throwing it up against the wall and see if it sticks. And honestly, I don't like to tell any of our clients to do ads until they've done a lot of other things first. Most businesses do ads way prematurely.
Interesting. What should they be doing first? Of course, I have to ask that. What should they be doing first then before ads?
Well, number one is that word of mouth and that localized branding. Number two is that strong website presence. Number three is that SEO. SEO gets a bad rap. But the bottom line is people are fleeing from Google every single day, and they're starting to search on their phones via ChatGPT, Gemini, and other ways. So if you're not being found in your city, here's a hack for you. Put in your company name plus the city where you're in. If you're not in top 5, you need to invest in SEO and you need to invest in AEO. It's not enough just to be found on Google. You need to be found on ChatGPT and Claude and some of these other platforms too, because everybody runs their life on their cell phone.
Yeah, super, super good. Speaking of like the AI tools, I kind of want to end us there. Like how are AI tools like reshaping like small businesses and like how they can like operate and like even like market themselves?
Oh my gosh, they're completely reshaping it. What used to take, 2 years to change the landscape of marketing is now taking 2 months. It's changing at rapid fire speed. So, and different AI is good for different things. So we just did a mastermind in our office last week teaching people how to use the different AIs. So Claude is great for agentic, is great for complex learning, is great for content creation. Gemini is wonderful for the graphics. And then you've got ChatGPT, which is more of a generalist. So figuring out which AI is best for your business and your industry is really important. And the other way that it's changing small business is instead of hiring someone, you can literally create these AI agents to function as people. So rather than hiring a copywriter or a graphic designer or a strategist, you teach the AI to function in that way. And then you program them so that you actually have agents that work in your business as these people.
What's been like your favorite usage case for AI? Is it these AI agents, or like what's been like one of the most unique ways that you see small businesses using AI?
So one of the most unique ways that we're using AI as a business is by having AI manage and monitor the results for our clients because, people have to sleep, people have to eat, AI doesn't. So I can optimize a client search engine optimization through AI. And if I get a single negative signal from some of the SEO optimization we're doing, the AI will take it down immediately and replace it with something effective. I can also train the AI with the basic questions to ask my client, that it's going to create a total customized approach for that client and all the nuances of that company. So rather than hiring people to do this for me, I can work AI to death.
How are you guys using it for like any like marketing stuff, like personally?
Well, I mean, I use it for all my long form comments. So every single meeting that I do with a potential client is often recorded. So I will batch out 90 days worth of video calls. I will have AI pull out the free marketing advice that I give on calls every single day. I will splice that out into clips and then into highlights, and that becomes my reels on my social media.
No way. Wait, so how are you then doing like the content creation? Do you have like an AI create like the actual like video itself there from that clip, or like what does that
No,
look
it's
like?
already recorded because I'm using Fathom or something else to record those meetings.
Oh man, that is a phenomenal like usage case for AI there. I really like that. Last question before we dive into our fan blitz questions. If you give like one more, like take the step tomorrow to get started with marketing for your business, what would that tip be for someone that's listening?
Well, it really depends on where you're at and what your business goals are. A business has a life cycle. So whether you're a startup, whether you've been in business for a while, depending on your goals, are you needing to hire someone? Then you need to think about your content creation for hiring someone. Are you needing more calls? Then you need to think about whether or not you are well positioned in your local market to handle your services. So again, I'm a strategic thinker. So begin with the end in mind. What's your next 90-day goal for your business? And then ask yourself, what can AI or marketing do to help me get there?
Let's dive into our fan blitz questions. Amber, this has been amazing so far. So let's dive into fan blitz. And listeners, these are questions submitted from our community. If you want to join in on world-class entrepreneurs like Amber, email us at podcast@upflip.com. Amber, ready for our last 5 here?
Let's do it.
Number 1, biggest marketing myth in the trades industry.
Biggest marketing myth in the trades industry. That you don't need marketing.
Simple enough. Google or Facebook ads for a new home service business?
Yes. The answer is yes. To
Yes. Both? Okay. If you only had to pick one, what would it be?
Meta.
Meta. I like it. One free marketing move anyone can do this week.
Google your business name with the city where you're located, figure out how you're ranked, where you're ranked, and then fix it fast.
I like it. Finish this sentence. Most small businesses don't need more marketing. They need more
Clarity.
I like that. That's a good one.
When marketing's not confused, your customers are. They need to understand what you do, how you do it, why to hire you.
Very last one for you. Book, podcast, or person that changed how you think about business.
Donald Miller. Absolutely. Clarity is king. You don't exchange clarity for cleverness. So Storybrain Your Business, one of the most foundational books you can ever read to do your marketing.
Amber, this has been amazing. Thank you so much for joining us on the Upflip podcast. If someone's like, oh my gosh, I need to learn more about Amber, connect with her, where can they do so at?
It has been such a pleasure, Ryan. It was so much fun hanging out with you today. So go to farbeyondmarketing.com or hook me up on LinkedIn, Amber Farrell.
Everyone, that was an amazing episode with Amber. 3 quick takeaways for you. Number 1, when you're starting to build out your brand, you really need to put time into thinking about this. Use AI tools. Go back and listen to how to build a story brand. That is the best way to get started from 0 to 1. Once you do get to 1, the next best step you're going to want to do is get a website and be SEO optimized. There are so many tools out there now where you can get a website up and you can optimize it. Really great tidbit there for you. Then number 3, optimize for conversion. So once you do start having that website up, you need to optimize for conversion. Using the framework that she gave early in the podcast is going to be the best way to do that. If you guys are enjoying this podcast, please give us a 5-star rating wherever you do listen to your podcast. It helps us get more amazing entrepreneurs like Amber onto the show. Amber, thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks. See you soon.